Etheric Connections. What are they? How do they affect your life? How you can protect your energy from them. There is an invisible energy that attaches to you through various methods as you go through your day. This is called an etheric connection. Etheric connections are energy contacts that connect to you and trace your every location. You will understand the importance of these once you are familiar with how they work. These are energy connections that tag onto your energy and they remain with you until you sever them. We are pure energy. Our bodies may seem physical, and they are to an extent, but keep in mind that everything around us is also energy. The items we buy and bring into our home is an item that was created or touched by energy from another energy being. Because of the fact that energy never dies, it can only be transferred, this means that the energy that went into making a product is then transferred into that product. There are many artists that put in a lot of energy into their crafts, which is an energy that will stay with that artwork. This is an etheric connection. If you shop for items in thrift stores, it works the same way. When you buy a clothing item that was worn by another energy being, their energy is with that item and will transfer to you. It could be a person that had great, happy, and positive energy, but it could be someone that was depressed and angry all the time. It works the same with animals. If you are eating animals, you are eating the energy of fear and torture that animal faced upon death. Animals are aware and conscious, and they know when they are in line that their time is up. Be aware of the items you are bringing into your home. Be aware of the foods you are consuming and where your foods come from. Be aware of the energy that surrounds you. Be aware of the energy that once sat in the chair you are sitting in. This is your path, and the journey can be easier if you are aware of these visible yet invisible energies. Think of everything as energy. Because we are pure energy beings, we must start thinking in terms of energy. When the light is on, we will clearly see the path. When the light is off, there is darkness. Keeping your light on will help you find your way on whatever path you choose. If you turn the light off, you may get lost or tricked by other beings into taking a different path. A positive mind will help keep your light shining bright. This light exists inside you. These etheric connections will make a connection to you through every location you visit, every seat you sit on, every product you buy, and anything you touch. Why every location? Because other energy beings have been in that same location. Why every seat you sit on? Because people have sat in those chairs. Why every product you buy? Because they are made by energy beings. The best way to understand this is to imagine that everywhere you go, a trail is lighting up behind you, and the light stays on until you turn it off with your intent. It may not seem very important, however, these connections are affecting your own personal energy. The more connections there are, the more your energy will feel heavy and distorted. These connections will absolutely hold you back from utilizing your energies to your highest ability, or to manifest things more easily, and it will slow down the process of raising your frequency. This weight is carried with you everywhere you go. Computers and etheric connections. Etheric connections will attach not only at the physical locations you visit, but through things you do on the internet as well. Connections are made through websites you visit, which people often give consent to entities by the accepting of cookies. Every website you visit creates an etheric connection back to you. When you leave comments on social media, you create a thread, which will also create connections, especially when others respond to your comments for the purpose of causing you anger or to get a responsive reaction in general. When you create these threads, you will often get people that may respond with a negative comment. These are entities that are there to drain your energy. When you create a thread and you begin to go back and forth with opinionated comments, you are giving away your energy. This will also cause your frequency to drop. If you are working on raising your frequency, it is recommended that you limit these comments. We all have opinions, and it is natural to want to voice your opinion. Work on strengthening your power of being able to maintain that desire of wanting your opinion to be known. Living a life with few material items. Every item you purchase has etheric connections attached. These items must first be made, then they are packed and transported, stocked on shelves, and touched by other employees and consumers while sitting on the shelves in the stores. They go through many hands in the process. With the supply of items available in places such as dollar stores, people tend to buy much more than what is needed. I am only mentioning this because these items accumulate in your life, and they also weigh you down in your life. These items are energy that must be maintained. The less you have in your life to maintain, the more energy reserves you can grow to get you to a higher frequency and give you a stronger ability to manifest better circumstances into your life. Now that you know what the etheric connections are and how they affect you, I will show you how you can cut these connections. I do want to add that it is extremely important that you analyze your daily food intake. The foods you eat will affect your power to be able to cut off these connections. I highly recommend eating foods that are grown in the sun and come from the earth. If you have no desire or no willpower to stop eating animals, you will not be able to raise your frequency level. You will not have the access to you, yourself, source, and the direct connection that will guide you into the process of receiving the information you need. Cutting the etheric connections. Most people lead busy lives and visit many different places during the week or even the day. You can cut these connections to release the weight attached to you after each visit to the different locations, or you can do it all at once at the end of each day. I recommend doing this at the very end of your day as you are preparing for sleep. Everything is built around your intent, and I mean everything. You are creating your reality through your intent and your imagination. So with your intent, you can close your eyes, imagine all the connections as being threads that have connected to you during the day. It is like a big spider web of threads, and you are in the center. Perhaps this is related to the internet being called the World Wide Web. Cutting the etheric connections. You want to imagine that you are using a pair of scissors and you are cutting off the connections. Cut all the connections and imagine the web falling to the ground as you do this. Use your imagination and cut the web from your body. All connections have been severed. Now you can sleep peacefully. It is very important to make this a part of your nightly routine. Start each new day with a fresh, unattached energy supply. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and for clicking that thumbs up icon.